It's different and it's similar in many ways. So let's talk about how it's similar, right? Because we have to write regardless. In whether or not we were in school, you have to write for assignments, and in work you have to write whether it's emails, reports, or etc. I think the big difference though is that generally in school you're told exactly what you need to write and how you're going to be judged on that writing. In the real world, they don't tell you how they're judging you on the writing. They assume you know that you need to meet particular guidelines. So like, write me a technical report, which might mean something in your head versus something in their head. Or I need an executive summary of our meeting. Help me out with, write the minutes. So these are all types of things in which they're expecting you to write, but they don't tell you what those expectations of the writing are. And at the same time, they'll judge you on those of that piece of work you create. So these are all things I think that it's helpful for students to understand. Like, we don't just superfluously give students assignments just because we want them to work more, but it's also thinking about, in school we give you constraints and guidelines on how to write with particular grading rubrics, right? In work, you might have to create that at your own. Like, okay, what am I trying to do? How am I trying to communicate these ideas? Does this need to be clear here? Do they need organizational structure? So in a way, we're trying to cultivate this kind of mindfulness about whatever you're writing after you get out of college, in ways that will help you when you're at work. They tell you to write something. They don't tell you how to write it. You might look up some other places, but you have to always keep in mind, like, organization. What does the audience need at this point? What are they expecting, even though they're not articulating it? What else can you give them that they might not be expecting that might help them with the particular form of writing you're creating?